Well, with online platforms evolving rapidly, protecting your digital legacy is crucial. Writer and media consultant Mohit Rajhans is here with more. Before we get to that, we just want to talk about being online right now, because there's a lot of passion in what people are saying. When you're talking about Trump, the tariffs, the elections, all this sort of stuff, what's a good starting point for having a conversation about what we post online?
Yeah, the unfortunate part about this is the rhetoric online is going to be good versus bad, evil versus, and the truth is we need to speak to our kids right now about what they're seeing online and talk to them about the political climate, because from a social listening standpoint, not many kids realize that this is real life scenario. This isn't just, us against Trump or elbows up, etc. In some cases, bad memes are being shared, derogatory things are being shared, and a lot of this stuff can live online forever. So while you might be thinking that you're just sending jokes and making jokes about certain things, let's make sure we're talking to our families about what's really happening and how they should be contributing to the conversation online.
And what about AI and videos that can be altered? And I saw one going around with Vladimir Zelensky beating up Trump in the White House. That's another thing about being able to determine what's real and what's fake online.
And you make a good point, because social media apps are not responsible for taking these videos down, and they become the story more so than the actual story. I think the key here is to make sure that there's an identifiable marker within some of this content, and that kids know what the difference is between a joke and actual reality. But also, don't contribute to the rhetoric. You and I are probably the type of people that want to respond to a tweet or want to show our pride, etc. Just be cautious, because some of this digital footprint stuff that we talk about lives forever, while some of it can disappear.
All right, and let's talk about that, because digital legacy is a term we're hearing quite a bit these days. What is a digital legacy?
Sure. So basically, the way we need to understand it is we've been on the internet for over 25 years now, and we've created a massive social media footprint and a digital legacy accordingly. I have a father that's done the same thing, and he started to realize that through Facebook and YouTube, etc., a lot of his contributions and what he's been able to put online have gone. They've disappeared. So this is a good reminder that while you have used all of these apps to store professional information, keep family memories, understand that your grandparents have things, your parents have things as well, do an audit. Because none of these platforms are actually obliged to hold on to your information.
Okay, so how can we protect our digital assets then? So is it we have to go back, save every picture individually? What are the steps we should be taking?
Well, there's three major changes happening in real time. For one, Facebook is already starting to remove live videos that are older than a certain date. So you're going to have to back that up to your computer or your preservation, whatever you decide to do, or cloud. The second thing that we're seeing, which I find really interesting, is we're seeing people being sort of complacent about where they have things. So pictures are being deleted, and people are starting to charge in order to store information. What you should do is go back and figure out where your logins have been on what social media platforms. Understand what the rules are to actually store and keep your information, and then make sure you also have a backup. So let me give you an example. I've had somebody recently whose family member unfortunately passed away, and they had no control over their social media in order to inform people, in order to keep that information. Some people are actually creating digital wills in order to actually protect some of their stuff. I think it's very important that we start to look at this perspective and not let it happen to chance.
Okay, what about something like your Apple iCloud? I'm constantly getting notifications that my iCloud is full. These pictures aren't being saved. Would you recommend something like that? I know they offer lots of storage, but how does that work in it? And if you are signing up for this 2 terabyte storage of pictures, is that really protecting it?
Well, the cloud industry is a little bit of a racket, because as you and I both know, there's a little bit of a double standard. There's this idea of, am I keeping it on my phone or am I keeping it in the cloud? The truth is, I use iCloud as well, and it is going to cost us more and more to be able to preserve some of our memories. But they're important to us, right? So you got to think of it this way. No device that you've had has lasted over longer than 18 months to 2 years. No laptop that you've had has lasted over 5 years. Cloud technology is going to help people preserve a lot of this, and it's important. But it adds up, like you said. You're going to be paying month to month. What you don't pay for a storage locker, you're going to end up paying for a digital
First
storage.
of all, Mohit, speak for yourself, because I am still rocking my Apple iPhone 13 after a few years here, even without a case.
Good for you.
So speak for yourself, Mohit. Where can people find more information real quick?
Thinkstart.ca, or I'm online under my full name, Mohit Rajhans. Happy birthday, by the way.
Oh, thanks, man. Really appreciate you stopping in. And happy birthday to everybody else celebrating. And we'll put all of his information up at chch northeast.com/morninglive.